Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome to those of you who are new to the Freedom Income YouTube family. So I wanted to update you with another video. This is the most up-to-date video now on the Swing VIP bot. I've done like 4 or 5 of these videos on the Swing VIP bot in the past, probably every 2 weeks style. If you if you want to take a look at them. If you've been following especially, I thought I'd update this video just to update you on what my plans are now. So remember that the Swing VIP was really good. I put £500 in to begin with. I put another £1,000 in, and then I put another £1,000 in after that. So over the past 6 months or so of using this, I have put in a total of about £2,500 of my own money. My account balance actually went as high as £4,000. And don't forget that £4,000 wasn't made from £2,500 from the beginning, because I put £500 in to begin with, and then another month later I put another £1,000 in, and then another sort of 2 months after that I put another £1,000 in. So really, I've only had £2,500 in this account for about 2 months or so. 2 or 3 months, and then the rest of it was less, and that's all right. That even that got my account to 4,000. But look at my previous 2 videos. But I wanted to show you that the drawdown for especially the previous one, was crazy. I think the equity was only about £1,000 left, and or around about there. I can't remember precisely. Around the 1,000, maybe one and a half, and this drawdown was literally like 2,500 or something like that, or maybe even a bit more. So just check the previous videos, especially if you've been following. This is my plan now. Like I said, I wanted to keep this open. I didn't want to close it because I think the trades will come back. And it was 4,000, but now it's 3,300 or just under. The reason is because I closed some of the biggest losers up there, right? Because we had losers up there of like £200 and stuff. It's just crazy, right? I bought that trades with this bot, right? It does have downside protection. It does have risk management, but you need to set it right. So this is my plan now. So the reason I kept it open, right? The biggest losers were definitely CAD, CHF, and New Zealand CAD, right? And the reason I kept it open, if you watch my previous videos, right, is because if I go there, CAD, CHF, right? I was just this is the day, right? If you look at the daily, right, this is super overbought, right? Look at that, right? I've got a trend channel here, which is the top is the top, and the middle's resistance support, and bottom's the bottom, right? And it's shot right through. It's got to come back. RSI is super high, and it's got big bearish divergence. So and the stochastic was on the bottom starting to drop. So that's got to come back. So I kept it open. So I kept that trade open, even though I was running away like all the way up here, because it was shorting. The bot was shorting positions from all the way here and then all the way up. I don't know why, but it tends to do that. The bot was trading that way, and now it's coming back. So I knew it was going to come back. And NC, I think this will come back even more, because if you look at it, super oversold. RSI starting to rise. Stochastic is on the rise. Is below this. This is below this trend line now, is on the way rise, and I think this will rise more. But the reason I closed a lot of the CAD CHF trades was because, first of all, they ran away a lot. Secondly, we have the super trend indicator here, which is on an uptrend, and right now it's just dropped, and it's kind of almost touching the super trend, and the RSI is sort of about around 50 level. So if RSI goes to about 40, it might drop more, but otherwise it might stay above 50, especially that the super trend might hold price up. So just in case that happens, I think it could drop more, but in case that happens, that is the reason why I closed a lot of the CAD CHF trades, because the equity was literally like 4,000, and now it's 3,300. But look, I put a total of 2,500 of my own money in, and right now the equity is pretty much break even, right? So that's why I kept it open, and even if I close all my trades now, I can sort of break even. But this is my plan. I'm not going to do that. My plan is that I'm going to let these, because a lot of them I think will come back. I think the CAD CHF has got a chance. The reason I haven't closed some of them is because I don't want to close them, because arguably there is a chance this could drop. Super trend might not hold, and it'll change or go down to like maybe the 50 MA, 100 MA or something, so if that, or even the 200 MA. So if that happens, all of these trades will come back. But in case that doesn't happen and super trend hold price up, just in case, I didn't want everything to run away more. That's why I closed some of them and I left some of them open, right? So that's probably the better way. So my plan now, I just wanted to show you this video so that when it does happen, because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cash out £1,000 from here. So I'm only going to leave about £1,500, just under £1,500 here trading. and I've reduced my position size a little bit because the default recommendation is that every £500 or $500 you have a 0.01 lot size trading size. So if I take out £1,000, I have about £1,500 in here. I should have a 0.03 trade size, right? But instead of having that, this is the expert advisor properties, right? Instead of having a 0.03 position size trading, I have a 0.02 lot. So I want to trade a little bit smaller because I don't want big drawdowns like that again. Because the drawdown, like they literally, I'm not joking, the drawdown went to as high as 70% of account, which is crazy. So right now, so I've changed all the settings. So this is the settings I'm on. I'm on 0.02 lot, which means the drawdown will naturally be smaller, although my profits will be a little bit smaller because it's smaller size. And I've also changed this closed by percentage loss. Right, by default, this is on false. Right, but I've changed this to true now, and I've changed it to 25%. Right, I've actually spoken to SwingVIP Advice, the company that provides this bot, and they actually say if I want I can do this, but they don't recommend changing at all. But I want to do this. I don't want to lose more than 25% of my account. It's just too much red. So for future, and remember, in the last 6 months, this was the only time that I went to that high drawdown. There were 2 other times, but they were only like 10% or 15% sort of style drawdown, which is okay. But 70% drawdown is crazy, and I want to avoid that, which is why I've set this to true and 25%. But the company did say don't set it too low, like 10 or 15%, because it will hit it more often than not, and it will come back most of the time. Well, they claim anyway. So that's why they actually suggested 30, but I just find 30 is like is like a third of my account, which is still I'm not happy with. So I'm going to set it at 25%. You can check it out. In fact, you can even set some of this other stuff like, you can set some of this other stuff like trading stop if you want a trading stop loss, if you want a stop loss on each trade, or whatever you want. You could set this like these settings whichever way you want. But the SwingVIP Advice did say don't meddle around with that, because if you set stop loss, they're going to more often hit than not, and then you're not going to make it in the long run. So and they did say that they've tested this bot for about 2 or 3 years. I don't know. I mean we'll just see. So anyway, I've set it on true, which is and then 25%, which means that any trade that goes into drawdown of 25%, the trade will just close off and hit stop loss. So there's no way I can lose more than 25% on my account from here. And if it does, it will stop there and then it'll retrade. So that I'm rather happy with that, to be honest, than to go to a huge drawdown. So that's sort of my plan now. But I'm going to cash out £1,000, only leave £1,500 in it, because that sort of big drawdown kind of put me off a little bit. So that's kind of my plan I wanted to share with you. And that £1,000, I wanted to keep it. I'm actually in the middle of testing some other EAs. I'm testing some Bitcoin and Ethereum EAs. So these are sort of so this Bitcoin EA, basically I am using volume, awesome oscillator, and the moving average. And if the price is above the moving average when the volume is quite high and the oscillator turns green, it will take a long trade. It has a stop. It has I've set a take profit on it, and I've set a stop loss just below sort of the MA. If the loss will be small and the winner should be sizable. So I'll see how that turns out. And I've also got another strategy here where if the price is opens below the band and the candle finishes above, at the next starting candle, it's considered that the stochastic crosses the signal line on the top, and the RVI crosses the signal line on the top. If everything fits, then it'll take a position and they'll take profit, and then the stop loss will just be underneath the band. And I've also got an Ethereum trading strategy where the Williams percentage, if it's low and crosses over a range, especially if this is low and crosses over a range, it will take a position and then it will get out with target profits and stop losses. So I'm just testing those, and I'm also going to test a few. I'm also about to start testing about 5 or so Forex trading bots, new Forex bots on different currency pairs, not the SwingVIP, but just normal bots which you can design yourself using EA Studios or something like that, or EA Crypto Studio. There's a few out there, so I just want to test them out. In a demo, this is a demo account, £1,000, right? I don't want to try something which I don't know right away in a live account. Even if I do, I'll make sure the live account is small. But it's better to test it in demo for at least a month or so, just to make sure. So I'm testing those, testing some bitcoins, some Ethereum, and a few forex spots, new ones. So I want to cash the money out from here, at least about £1,000 of it, and maybe put it towards some of these bots and see how they go, how they do. So yeah, I just thought I'd update you with this, and before I cash the money out, just so you can see I didn't touch anything, I didn't put any more money in, I didn't cash any money out. This has just been trading with my money since 6 months ago. So I wanted to show clearly what's happening, and the real story and the reality of it. So based on that, you decide what you want to do. I'll leave a link for the Swing VIP in the description area if you're interested. Um, and oh, see, it just took a position here again, and it's actually starting to come back even more, which is good. So yeah, I'll cash the money out, try the other bots out, and maybe use it. And if they work well after a month or so, I'll update you guys. I'll probably even I'll share I'll share these bots with you guys actually if they work. Of course, after 1 month or so testing in the demo, and we'll see how it goes. Thank you guys, and subscribe to the YouTube channel if you haven't already. Thank you. Happy trading.